With me, Major General Rajan Kochar, retired political analyst. PKD Nambiar is also with us. Political commentator Tehseen Poonawala will be joining us shortly. And we have advocate Sujata Pandey with us. And Sujata is, of course, a political strategist. Three big takeaways from the Prime Minister's speech.
One, as I think one part I would say that the confidence of a tall leader that
Yeah.
really go all across, which you said, Aditi, you also mentioned, and also Sujata mentioned about the confidence. And I think the confidence really goes all across to every citizen, whomsoever is his admirers or even his detractors. So one part is that. Secondly, that as Sujata said, that it is always political. The reason being, he's a political leader, politically elected, democratically elected leader, and who else you will be expecting a little bit of politics. But the bottom line is that he has set very, very clearly that the Parivar Wad, the dynasty politics, and the corruption are the one which has really made us not to progress as the way we should have been. I think that is very, very, very evident and clear. And that also shows that in 2024, in the next few months, where is the election campaign is going to be heading, and in what could be one of the major attacking point. And you know that the new India coalition which has come up, or I don't call it like India coalition, I hyphen in N hyphen whatever. So these coalitions are predominantly, except one or two left parties, etc. It's almost all of them are dynasty politics. So I think he was taking on to the dynasty politics, and as you said, 1.5 hours. Of course, it is his time because it's the 10th time he's and it's the fag end of this term of his prime ministership, and where else he will speak about his achievements, what he has done. Yes, for some people it may be a little boring because we have heard all of these things many times, but
Yeah.
the confidence in the new adjectives and the new way he present all of them again and again in front of all of us is commendable. I think there is no better orator, maybe in the recent times, even in the across the world, better than him. I don't think so that anybody in India who could, from the opposition parties, who could match to his persona, his command, his hard working. मैं तो कहूँगा कि मोदी माने hard working, Modi Mane, a visionary. So I think this is all his good. I mean, all his characters are quite visible today. And the most important thing which I realized, Aditi, today is that the way he connects with all across the age groups, whether it is the young generation or a kids, or to the youth, or to the middle-aged people, or to and of course everybody all across and across the country, irrespective of the language, he's somebody who is very well can connect with every Indian, and that once again he has proved from the Red Fort today.
Thank you.
Let me tell you that the Manipur has was supposed to be discussed, and I think the BJP and the government and the Prime Minister was always ready for a discussion on that. And putting all the blame to a Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister is the only one who will be responsible, held responsible, is not. It's not the people who talks about the federal structure from the morning to evening. They even forget the very fact that you cannot put only one person because he is so capable and he is so visible. He is the one who is a visionary. Does not mean
But
that
if
you can put
but if
only.
150 people are dead, PKD, then
That's absolutely true. So now coming to that, my
then somebody needs to come in and take over law and order, and the state has collapsed.
absolutely that we have a home minister. I mean, if you really look at the, I mean, above the chief minister, if not above, but then he's the one who reports to, in a way, the home minister is the one who's supposed to take that task. Is the our home minister has failed? No. Manipur has got a history, and I think all those people who suffered in Manipur or suffering in Manipur needs to be given that rahat. And of course, they are all looking at some kind of a messaging from the top, which of course the home minister visited. And then there are people who were asking that why Biren Singh government has not been thrown out. But
Hmm.
throwing out a government may be a 1 minute an effort by the central government. But who will be the custodian of that particular state while it is burning, that is something which needs to be. Nobody, no opposition leaders were even able to answerable. It will be the people who always criticize the governorship and the governor is not required, is saying that put the president's rule, that means through the governor they will rule. So I think not only in the parliament today, even in the Red Fort, Prime Minister mentioning and talking about Manipur itself says that how serious he is, how much effort he and his government is putting together to bring a peace which is which can be long lasting, and which can be something which will have an effect forever. We all know that it is not it's more of like a two tribals which are fighting with each other, and there are reasons for it. The reasons
The it's more than that, PKD. Let's not just say two, and
correct. I
that's not
agree
a
with you.
happy situation.
I agree with you. I think this is a very complex situation which is not from today. I think even in the parliament, when the prime minister spoke, he was taking about the list of things what the Congress government did not do, what the Congress government for 50 years did do, whether it is in 1962, 1966, what they did to the Manipur and the Manipuris and etc. From Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi, everything was discussed. I think the bottom line is that the Manipur is an integral part of India, like you and me, that they have all the rights to live a happy, peaceful, and a developed way of living. And for that, I think the central government and the state government needs to really work. And I have no doubt to say, even to not to believe that this government is not doing enough. So I think this government is doing enough to safeguard the Manipuris and the Manipur as a state. I think it's a matter of time now. What happened is happened, but we will have to learn from those mistakes and course correct it forever, not just another a topping just to or a short term solution. I think we need to look at a long term solution. But the most important thing today in the yeah, Aditi.
Yeah, so I just